What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is another episode of the Road to States, and I actually missed the semifinals. We actually lost in the semifinals playing against a Flareon. We won the coin flip. There we go. But we played against a Flareon Vespiquen deck, and we had the worst draws ever. Somehow that video got erased. I thought I uploaded it to YouTube, but then it never showed up. So that's not good. But this is for third and fourth place. We are playing against Enrique, who did get second place at U.S. Nationals this year with his Wailord deck. We have a pretty good turn one. And let's see, we're playing against an Eevee deck. Okay, so we'll put down Forest of Giant Plants. We will, do we Shaman right now, or do we Unknown to try to draw an Ultra Ball? Let's Unknown and maybe we can hit an Ultra Ball off it. Let's see what the Unknown gets us. There we go. So Ultra Ball, discard, execute, and a Forest of Giant Plants. And with this, we will get down an Oddish. How many Vileplumes are in our deck? Let's see. There's only one Vileplume in the deck. Alright, so that's something to note. Especially since we're playing against a Flareon deck. We'll put down an Oddish, put down a Gloom, and we will Shebe, drawn up to 5 cards. Yes, and let's see, what do we get? Maybe a Vespiquen. Okay, so we got a Vespiquen. We got a computer search as well. We got an Unknown. We'll play the Unknown to draw a card. Let's see what we get off it. We get a Floatstone. So we'll Floatstone the Gloom. We will computer search. Let's propagate first. So we'll propagate. Alrighty. And we will computer search, discard an egg and a Gloom. And we could get another Shaman. Do we get another Shaman? Doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. We still have the Juniper in our hand as well. Yeah, so we'll grab the Shebe. We will Shaman, draw 4 cards. Yes. Alright, let's see what we get off the Shaman. Alright, so we get the Vileplume, we get a Battle Compressor. So we'll Battle Compressor. And with the Compressor, we're going to discard a bunch of trainer cards that we don't need. Because once we put down the Vileplume, we're going to be kind of in a weird situation. So let's just discard stuff we don't need. Like, we're not going to need the Compressor. We're not going to need a Compressor. And not a Compressor. Yeah, we'll discard these 3. We'll keep the Force of Giant Plants in our deck. We'll just discard the Compressors because we're going to get a turn 1 Vileplume. Yep, we'll put down the Vileplume and we will Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And can we get a DCE for the turn? Alright, so we get a DCE. We'll put down a Combi, put down a DCE, and we'll pass on to our opponent's turn. Wait, how many Pokemon in discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we basically can knock out everybody. We see a Busybody. I don't think he's a... Wait. Oh, okay. I thought he was using Busybody. I'm like, you can't use Busybody. Alright, so we see an Audino come down. We see Colress going to get 5 cards. Alrighty. And let's see what does he get off these 5. I wonder what else he's playing. So there's Audino and Eevee. So some kind of Eevee deck. But what else is in it? We see Shaman going to draw 2. So set up, draw 2 cards. He's probably looking for a DCE, maybe. He could attach the Shaman to attack next turn. That seems like a cool thing to do. Okay, so DC goes down to Shebe. He could Sky Return the following turn. And on our turn, we're just going to be revenge, knock out this Eevee, and my opponent really can't do anything next turn. He could Sky Return, but if he picks up the Shaman and sends the Audino, he'll lose. We get a Vileplume. We see the Audino coming to the active spot. We can just knock it. We can just hit it for a knockout. Okay, we see a DC going... Oh, he's going to hit bump us. And then if any Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin and tails. The attack does nothing. We see his Rosic discarding the DCE. We see a hit bump doing 30. Alright, so we need a Vespiquen and a DCE. Alright, so we are going to Juniper, discard our hand, or Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Can we get a DCE and a Vespiquen? Alright, and we whipped it, so we will just... Let's see, he can hit bump us again for 30. So I'm just going to end my turn. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. What can he get down? We do need to draw into a DCE as well. If you draw into a DCE, we can put down Mew, retreat, and just be revenge with the Mew. We see a Jirachi coming down. Alright, and what will he grab? He could have Zerostic last turn to this... the Floatstone, and then he could have Jirachi for a Lysander, and then we would have lost that way. That is a scary situation that could happen. Zerostic and Lysander, the Vileplume, is the worst thing to happen to us. We see another Eevee coming down. Okay. And we see a hit bump, doing another 30. Alright, so on our turn, what do we get? We get an Ultra Ball. We're just going to put down a Combi. retreat into a Combi, and we will just pass. Okie dokie, and on to Enrique's turn. We do have one Vespiquen in the discard pile, so there's two left in the deck. We see you have Flareon coming all down with the Vengeance. Now he is down 2 DCs already, so there's 2 left in his deck. We have 3 left somewhere. What if we have 3 prized? That would be crazy. We see another hit bump for 30 onto our turn. We get a DCE, so we'll just end our turn. The Combi will get knocked out next turn, but then we can Vespiquen knock it out as well. Alrighty, we see a Combi coming down. And we'll probably see hit bump, knocking out the Combi, but next turn we can put down the Mew, and we can versatile for a Vespiquen to use Be Revenge. Alright, on to our turn. Let's see, what do we get? A DCE. So put down the Mew. We will retreat into the Mew. And we will, we have all these different options. Let's see, we'll just Be Revenge. That should just knock out the Audino. Alright, so go down to 4 prize cards, doing 130 damage, going down to 4. Okay, and let's see, we get into the Vespiquen, that's good, because we need the Vespiquen to attack with. We see a Combi come to active spot. Now he is down 2 DCEs, there's one on this guy, a Fire Energy. There's a Vespiquen coming all down. It does he have a DCE? Well, if he does, it doesn't knock us out, it only does 40. So I'm not really worried about that. Okay. This turn with Vileplume just kind of destroyed him. Unless he has a Jirachi. If he has a Jirachi, then we'll be kind of in trouble. But if he has a Jirachi, what I can do is I can Sky Return. Yeah, I can Sky Return and then promote a Vespiquen. And then maybe take a knockout on the Jirachi the following turn. We see Sycamore go discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, let's see. What did he discard? Discards a Hex Maniac, a Jolteon. Okay, we see another Combi coming down. And we're actually just going to hold this DC. We don't need to put it down. We see a Shaman come into the active spot. We will see a Sky Return doing 30. The question is, who will he promote? Let's see. He has 1, 2, 3 Pokemon in the discard pile. Sky Return will do 30. It will have 80 HP left. It'll have 90 HP left. Oh, that'd be hard for him to knock out next turn. So we will go down to 3, no matter who he sends up. Okay, so we see Sky Return doing 30. We have plenty of Pokemon in the discard pile. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can knock out whoever he sends up. It's not a problem. We do 130 damage. We can knock out the Vespiquen, Flareon, Combi, the Jirachi. Whoever he sends up, they're going to get knocked out. So, let's see who he decides to send up. Alright, just waiting to see. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whoever he sends up is just going to get knocked out. And then we're just going to hold this DC forever. Yeah, that's the best plan we have. We do have 2 Sycamores in the discard pile, and there's 1 somewhere, so that's something we have to worry about as well. I don't know if I drew into his Vespiquen last turn, but we need to evolve into Vespiquen. We see a Combi come up, and onto our turn. We top deck Acrobike. We'll put down a Vespiquen, and we will just continue the Be Revenge. Let's do Vengeance right now. We'll just switch it up. Do Vengeance this turn. Yep, we'll attack with his Flareon. All right. It doesn't the same exact damage as a Vespiquen. We see a Shaman come up. We see a Vespiquen coming down. It's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it could do 60, which is not a knockout. He does have a Sycamore. There's a Getis. He'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuffle those cards into our deck, and he'll draw 6. Does he get a DC or not is the big question. Let's see. Does he get the DCE or not? And even if he does, he can't knock us out. The max he can do is 60. We see a DC go down to Flareon. And we'll see a Retreat, and we'll see a Vengeance this turn, but it doesn't knock us out yet. It only brings us up to 90. And on to our turn, we get a Trainer's Mail. We could Sky Return. But I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll just Vengeance. It doesn't really matter which one we do. We'll knock out the Flareon, going down to 2 prize cards. Alrighty, there's a Jirachi, which could be useful to get the last Sycamore. Okay, we see a Vespiquen coming up, and he needs to get down another Pokemon, or he's going to be in trouble once we knock out this Vespiquen. We see an Eevee coming down. Let's see, how many DCs he's down? He's down 1, 2, so he has 2 left somewhere, either in his deck, in his hand of a billion cards, or somewhere in this 5. Okay, okay, so he says I'll go first, okay. So he's conceded the game. He really can't do anything. We have a knockout the next turn. We can knock out somebody else as well. Okay, so we will see. I think, yeah, he's going to retreat. Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll versatile for B Revenge, knocking out the Jirachi, taking our last two prize cards. Alright, so on to game number 2, we did have a great turn 1. There's the the Vileplume that was prized as well. We did have 2 Vileplumes prized. It was a little bit scary because it made it where once we like got the Vileplume out, it made it where like we drew into a bunch of trainer cards, but we're okay. We made it through that one. But on to game number 2, this is a best 2 out of 3. We're playing for 3rd / 4th place. All right, and let me find this deck. I don't know why it's like all messed up right now. Hold on 1 second. There it is. There's VVM, Vileplume, Vespiquen, Mew. All right. There we go. Let's see what happens. He'll go first no matter what. So he will have a turn to play trainer cards. He does play a fairy. I want to know what that fairy thing is. Alright, so let's see. It doesn't matter what the coin flip is. He's going to go first regardless. We lost the coin flip. Oh, no. We can't go first. Okay, but we'll see. What does Enrique have for us? Can we take down the 2nd place national champion? Alright. We get a Mew. We get a Combi. Alrighty, so we'll start with the Mew. We'll put down the Combi. And we'll start the party. Let's see. Oh, he gets down 2 Pokemon. There you go. Alright, we'll press done and let's see what happens. There's a Combi and a Combi. Alrighty. Now the good thing is, I'm only gonna have 1 Vespiquen on the bench, because we have Mews that we can attack with to copy his Vengeance slash what's Be Revenge. There we go. I couldn't remember what Vespiquen's attack was for a second. But we see a Battle Compressor, gonna discard 3 cards out of his deck. Now, our turn, we have Forest of Giant Plants, we have a Battle Compressor, we have an Acrobike, we have a Sycamore. Like, we have a really, really good turn 1 off the back. We see a Egg, Jolteon being discarded. Okie dokie. We see a Propagation. He probably has an Ultra Ball in his hand. I imagine that's what he has. Let's see, does he have the Ultra Ball? Yep, Ultra Ball, discarding the Execute and an AZ. And let's see what he decides to get out. Now, just like last time, what I said, if he's the Rosix, the Lysander's a Vileplume, we, like, lose. There's nothing we can do, really. We see a Shaman going to drop to 4. So he's having a good turn 1, getting down multiple Kobe's and Eevees and Shamans. We see a Burst Seeker. He could grab an AZ. Oh, no, a Getsus. Oh, buddy. He's going to Getsus and get 2 cards. Yep, not that great of a Getsus, but he knows we have a Forest of Giant Plants, Sycamore, and an Egg. Okay. So, on to our turn. Let's see, what can we do? We top deck a Vileplume, which is kind of bad, because we saw the last game where if we have 2 Vileplume prized, we kind of lose. But we'll Sycamore, and let's see, what can we draw into? Alrighty, so we get a Vespiquen, and we have 3 DCs in our hand. We'll Trainer Smell, grabbing a Battle Compressor. Okay. We will Compressor. Let's see. We will discard a Combi, Vespiquen. How many Combis and Vespiquens are in here? Let's see. There's 1, 2. So 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so we have 1 Combi prize. I would discard these 2, and we will discard an Oddish. That seems fine. We'll discard those 3. And we'll put a, let's see, I think it's a knockout. 20, yeah, that's enough right there. So we'll put a DC on the active, and we will just Be Revenge. So not that great of a turn, but we can knock out a Combi at least, going down to 5 prize cards, okay? We get an Ultra Ball. So next turn we can Ultra Ball, discard a Bumblebee and somebody else. Getting a Shaman, maybe. Getting a Vileplume, not sure. We see an Eevee come up. There's a Flareon coming on down. Alrighty, we see a Vespiquen coming on down as well. So he's going to be able to attack this turn. We see a DCE. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We see a Sycamore. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 70 right now. We see a Talmat. So we see a Vespiquen. Oh, there's Rosix prize as well. A Combi coming down. Shaman drawing 2. And can he get something off this Shaman? And if it doesn't, we're in good shape. Okay, we see an Unknown come down. We see a Farewell Letter. Let's see, how much is it doing? 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that's only 80 right now. We see a Shaman for 1. And does he get anything good or not? And if he doesn't, he's going to be in a bad situation, because then we can knock out the Flareon, and we'll go down to 4 prize cards. We see an Ultra Ball, discarding a Combi and Mr.Mime. So that's his fairy Pokemon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He doesn't knock us out yet. Unless he has another Ultra Ball. Okay, so another Vespiquen coming on down. And this is actually really crucial because we can take a knockout on this Flareon. Alright, so 100 damage, which is not a knockout. That's great for us. So we get a Vespiquen. We're going to Ultra Ball, discard Vespiquen and a Bunnelby. You'll get down a Shaybe. Come on down, Mr. Shaybe. Alright, so put down the Shaman. Oh, no, we're not putting down yet. Put a DCE, Shaman, drawing 4. Yes. Let's see, what can we get off the Shaman? We get give it a Oddish. We get Ultra Ball, discard these two guys. We can grab another Shaman. Come on down, Mr. Shaman. There we go. Okay. We'll put down the Gloom. And we will Shaman, draw on 5. And we're looking for a Floatstone and a Vileplume. Let's see, do we get it off these 5 or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We will Battle Compressor. Yeah, we'll Battle Compressor. We should be okay doing this. We'll Compressor, discarding an Oddish, and a Gloom. Okay. We will... Okay, let's see. We will Trainer's Mill, and let's see, can we get a Floatstone or not? So we got the Floatstone, that's great. So grab the Floatstone, and then we will Computer Search. Let's Acrobike first. Yeah, we're looking for a supporter card. We'll grab another Acrobike, and what we can do is Computer Search, discard the Battle Compressor and Execute. We'll Acrobike once again. Getting a Vileplume, that's great. So grab the Vileplume, and then we'll Computer Search, grabbing a Juniper for the following turn. So we will Propagation. Oh, we actually need another attacker. Alright, so what we're going to do is Computer Search, discard these two. Okay. And with this, we will grab a Juniper. Yeah, so grab a Juniper. Put a Floatstone on the Gloom. We will then retreat into a Vespiquen. Yep, discarding the DCE, press done. And then we'll put down Vileplume, and then we will Be Revenge. Okay, so that's a good play right there. We save us from not losing the EX, and we get Vileplume down with a Floatstone. Alright, so we got out 4 prize cards, and let's see, what does Enrique have for us? We see another Shaman come into our hand. And does he have a DCE or not is the big question. How many attackers in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he will take a knockout this turn. 10, yeah. A Kobe come down. Pharaoh Letter going to draw a card. And he could grab a Sycamore off the prize. We see another Eevee coming down. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. So we have... Oh, we actually might be in trouble. We might be out of attackers. We see a Be Revenge. Going to knock us out, do 130. He'll probably grab the Sycamore, most likely. I imagine he'll grab the Sycamore. Or he could grab a Zerosic, but I imagine Sycamore... Oh, he's actually... Yeah, he's going to grab the Zerosic instead. So he probably has a DC in his hand already if he's doing that. So put him a Vileplume, and let's see, what can we draw into? Onto our turn. We'll get an Unknown. We'll put down the Unknown. We'll Shaybe. Yes, we'd like to draw until we have 6 cards in our hand. Okay. Let's see, what can we get off the Shaman? Alrighty. We will... let's see. How many attackers did you just go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're going to... Okay. So we know he has this Roasting in his hand, and he probably has a DCE. That's probably what he has. Like, that's what I'm pretty sure he has. Let's say we know there's a Combi in the prize cards. Alright, so we're going to DC this guy. We're just going to go for it. I know he probably has a DC in his hand. He will knock us out the following turn. And we will just Be Revenge, knocking him out. Okay. Going down to 3 prize cards. Yep. Alright, so we get a Combi. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So next turn we can put down a Combi. If we draw it to a Vespiquen, we can knock him out as well. We see a Vespiquen coming up. If he does have a DCE, he should probably just Sky Return. That's probably his best bet. I don't think he should Intelligence Gathering. We see a Flareon coming down. And we know he has a Zerosic in his hand. How many? He's down 2 DCs, correct? Oh, so there's a Zerosic coming down. Discarding a DCE. Okay. We have 3 DCs in our discard pile. Interesting. Let's see. What does he do? He's going to retreat to a Flareon. And a pass on to our turn. Alrighty. So we're going to Farewell Letter, discard the unknown. Oh man, if our last DC is prized, I'm going to laugh. We'll Combi and Wheel Sycamore, discard our hand, going down to 2 cards. Very risky. Alright, so we get the DCE. And we will yeah, we need to continually just knock it out. So we'll be revenge, knocking out the Flareon. Okay, and he needs a DCE this turn. If he doesn't, then he kind of just loses the game. We see a forest of giant plants, and he could Sky Return. If he Sky Returns, we lose. Like, we don't have any more DCs left in our deck, and our Combi's discarded as well. What's off those 3 cards? Does he have another DCE or not? That's the big question. We see a Sycamore. Does he get a DCE or not? That's the big question. If he gets it, then we just lose the game because we can't attack anymore. Let's see. Does he have it? An Eevee coming down. What? Okay. Oh, a Fire Energy. So he can. Intelligence Gathering, drawing 1 card. Alrighty, and on to our turn. Let's see. We're actually just going to put down Vespiquen, and we're just going to Sky Return. Oh, no! Oh, no! I don't... Oh, man. I don't know what I just hit. Okay, Sky Return. Woo! I got nervous. Let's see. How do we do this now? Okay, so we're going to send up a Shaman, and we'll just Sky Return over and over again. Oh, no! We're going to lose now. Whoops. We should have just attacked. We should have just be revenged, and then if he didn't have the DC this turn, we would have won. Oh man, yeah, I forgot they only had 2 cards left in the deck because we would have be revenged, knock him out. Does he have the DC this turn or not? That's the big question. Retreat to Eevee, and does he have the DC or not? That's the big question. Dang it, he didn't have the DCE. Ah man. Let's see. Okay, so we misplayed there. We should have just be revenged, and then yeah, we would have been fine. Okay, so we should have just be revenged and then be revenged. Yep. Okay, so we lose that game on a misplay. I'm not sure if he had the DC or not. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Oh man, that was just a silly misplay. We should have just be revenged. Okay. All right. I forgot we didn't have any. That's the only thing I don't like about online. I forget how many cards are left in our deck. But on to this game, we will go first, and hopefully we have a good turn 1. I mean, we've had solid turn 1s all game, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Just waiting for Enrique to send it. But on to game number 3, that game just I don't know what went wrong. I guess retreating the Mew might have been a misplay. We should have probably just let it get knocked out. Okay, he said I had the double to get you even if you did be revenge, and that was your last double. Okay, so he had the DC regardless. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, so if I had more cards in the deck, the right play would have been Sky Return, but since we didn't have any more cards left, he said unless I play 5. We don't play 5, Enrique. We only play 4, I think. Hopefully we only play 4. Alright. So let's see, on to game number 3, we will go first. Alright, so go ahead. Alright, cool. Maybe, who cares? We won the coin flip regardless. Alright, so yeah, we'd like to go first. And let's see what happens. Maybe this time we just don't need to retreat the Muse. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, our hand's really bad. Okay, so start an unknown. Okay, we just need to top deck a Shaman. We have double DC in our hand, which is not good as well. We'll put down another unknown. And let's see what kind of party we can get into. There's a Shaman start. 3 battle compressors. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're going to Love Ball. And with this, we'll get out a Oddish. Okay. We will put down the Oddish. We will battle compressor. With the compressor, we'll discard just probably some Oddishes, an Egg, an Oddish, and an Oddish. So we discard those 3. We will battle compressor again. Let's see. We have double floatstone there, which is great to know. Let's see. Okay, we'll discard another Oddish. Okay. We'll discard Bunnelby. I actually don't like Bunnelby at all in the deck. We'll discard another compressor. Alright, well, compressor one more time, and it's going to come down to what does this farewell letter get us? We need to try to conserve as much resources as we can. We're going to discard a Vespiquen. How many Vespiquens are in the deck? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we'll discard a Combi, and we will just discard those two. We could discard Level Balls as well to thin our deck down, because Level Ball doesn't really get us anything. Yeah, we'll discard those three. Alright. And let's see, what do we get off the Pharaoh letter? Come on, give us something good. Okay, we'll pass. Alright. Exciting times coming from us. Alright, we whiffed pretty hard. Okay, and let's see what happens. Our hand is 2 DCs and a Gloom. Oh, buddy. I was trying really hard to draw into a compressor, or not compressor, a Trader's Mail, an Hacker Bike, I don't know, a Shebe. We see a Ultra Ball discarding a Vespiquen and an Execute. Okie dokie. Getting out of Shebe. I wish we could draw one of those. But we'll see a Shebe come down, drawing 2. As of right now, unless he thins his hand down some more. Okay, nope, Propagation, so he must have another Ultra Ball in his hand if he is doing this. Yep. Let's see. What will he do? Oh, he has a Computer Search. Discards a Flareon and an Execute. Alrighty. So turn 1 Computer Search is always great. Okay. Let's see. I kind of actually don't want to draw to Computer Search because I don't know like what I would get. It'd probably just be a Shaman. We see a Compressor. Go and discard 3 cards out of his deck. I actually want him to knock out this Unknown. It's pretty much useless. Like, it can't really do anything. We kind of went all in with this Oddish, too, as well. Like, if this Oddish gets knocked out, well, we don't have any more Oddishes. I was just trying to, like, optimize our chances of drawing into a card. He discards a Eevee, Audino, Mr.Mime, Shaman, drawn 4. And let's see, what does he get off Mr. Shebe? Is he going to have a bad start like us? There's another Compressor. Alrighty, he's played 2 Compressors. But can he beat our 4 Compressor start? Well, we didn't start 4, but we did discard 4. Yep. Let's see, what does Compressor discard? Discards a Fire Unknown. We see another Shaman, drawing 2. Alrighty. And does he whiff or not? That's the big question. We see an Eevee coming down. Eevee. And does he have a DCE? We see a Sycamore go discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. He is looking for a DC to Sky Return that good old Shebe. There's an Combi coming down. Alrighty. Let's see what happens. I hope we just top deck like a Shaman. Okay, we see a Propagation. Alright, and let's see what he gets off the Propagation. He could have an Ultra Ball, for that way next turn he can evolve into a Flareon and or a Vespiquen, regardless of what he draws into. Okay, so we see an Ultra Ball discarding a Ultra Ball egg. And this might get out, like I said, a Flareon or a Vespiquen. Yeah, Flareon coming on down. And that way, he knows we don't play in. We see a VS Seeker probably grabbing a Sycamore as well. Alrighty. And let's see, does he have the DC or not? Okay, so he doesn't have the DC. Oh no, R2S with top deck! A Sycamore! Oh no. Alright, well. Okay, so we know he has a Sycamore and a Flareon in his hand. Oh, buddy. I wish we didn't discard that Bunnelby. Oh, Bunnelby, I said you're useless, and now I kind of want you. But I mean, like, they're going to knock out Mew regardless. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to put down a Gloom. And we will just end our turn. We could have put a DC on the Gloom. And that way we could retreat it next turn if we whipped a Floatstone. We'll just end our turn. Whatever, YOLO. On to our opponent's turn. We're not having that great of a start. And let's see. Does he Sycamore discard the hand? We know he has a Flareon in hand. So there's a Flareon coming down. Alrighty. This Sycamore top deck's not what I wanted. We see a Blacksmith going to put 2 Fire Energies onto that Flareon, which is great. He gets to conserve a DCE. And, okay, so pass on to our turn. Let's see, what do we get? A Vespiquen. Okay. So he probably has a Sycamore in the hand. The question is, does he have a Lysander? Lysander would ruin our day. We'll just end our turn. Alrighty. And let's see, what does he have? Maybe all 4 DCs are priced. Come on, DCs, be priced. There's an AZ. We're going to pick up that Shaybe, going to send in Flareon, and he will vengeance us, Shaman drawing 2. Okay. And we might just have to go for it this turn. We see another Flareon come down. We need to top deck a Mew. If we top deck Mew, we might be okay. We'll definitely be in a really good position. We see a Fire Engine going down to Combi. And we see a Vengeance. How much is that doing? 100 damage. Okay. So, we're going to sit in Gloom, and let's see what do we top deck. Hopefully it's a Mew, an Ultra Ball. Okay, a Combi. That's good. So, put down Combi, put down a DCE, and we'll Sycamore. Discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, party time. Okay, so we'll Trainer's Mill. Grabbing the Acrobike. We'll put down the Forest of Giant Plants. Put down a Vespiquen. We will then Acrobike. Look at the top 2 cards of our deck. We'll grab a Combi. Yeah, Jirachi's pretty much not that useful. Put down the Combi. Play Trainer's Mill. We're looking for a Floatstone. Okay, we'll grab an Acrobike. The party's still going. Put down the Acrobike. Let's see what can we get off the Acrobike. Come on, Floatstone. Okay, we'll grab an Ultra Ball. I know there's more Vileplumes in the deck, so grab an Ultra Ball. We will put down the Mew. We will Shaman. Drawing up to 6. Yes. Come on, Floatstone. We need you, buddy. Alright, cool. So we got the Floatstone. We get a Vespiquen down as well. We will Propagation. And we can get a Vileplume out this turn if the other 2 are not prized. I don't think they're prized. We should be okay. Alright, so Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and an Egg. We will grab a Vileplume. Okay, we'll grab a Mew. The other Vileplume was surprised. I didn't even notice. Alright, so we'll retreat and we will just be revenge, knocking out this Flareon, going down to 4 prize cards. I just didn't notice that our Vileplume was prized. And let's see. Okay, there's Vileplume. So we have him for next turn. Thank you, Mr. Vileplume. We see a Combi come up. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. I just kind of forgot that I didn't check to see we have Vileplume in the hand. But now he has one more turn playing trainer cards. Let's see, what can he get? Does he have a Lysander or not? We see a Xerosic, discarding the DC off the Vespiquen. He could VS Seeker for another Xerosic. How many are in the discard pile? 3 are in the discard pile. Ooh, interesting. And like I said, he could go for the Xerosic the Gloom, then Lysander, then he'll be stuck forever. That's another play as well. But we see he decides not to do it. We see a Combi coming down as well. And a pass onto our turn. Alright, so we're going to put down a Vileplume. We will put down a DCE, and yeah, we'll just be revenge, knocking it out, going down to 4 prize cards. Alright, it's going to come down to, like, who has more DCEs left. Okay, we draw into another Combi, and there's 3 DCs in the discard pile, right? Yep. Alright, does he have a DC or not? That's the big question. There's a DCE, so he will vengeance us. I'm not even sure if the last DC is in the deck or not. The stuff I didn't check for, but maybe we'll be okay. We'll see. He will go down to 4 prize cards. And the question is, do we Sky Return next turn, or do we Vengeance, or be Revenge? We see a Chorus, gonna get 9 cards. Alrighty. And that's his first DCs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're definitely in trouble. Like, yeah, we're definitely in trouble. So be Revenge, or Vengeance gonna knock us out. We'll sit up Vileplume. If he has another DC, we just lose the game. There's really nothing we can't do. How many Pokemon in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we just lose regardless if he has a DCE. So we'll Sycamore. Discard our hand. Draw 7 new cards. Alrighty. Well, we're just going to Propagate. As soon as he puts down DCE, we're going to lose. Like, there's nothing really we can do. Put an egg in our hand. We will retreat into the egg, and we will just end our turn. And let's see, does he get another DC down or not? That's the big question. He does have 3 overall, and if he puts down 1, we will just lose. Like, we can't do anything. Let's see. Does he have a DC? Ooh, what he could do is just not attack us, and then we just lose. Yep, if he doesn't attack us, we lose as well. We see a Lysander. Oh no, Vespiquen. I'm not really worried about that. Vengeance, gonna knock us out. Alrighty, we need a DCE. And we just gotta hope he doesn't have a DC as well. Let's see what happens on our turn. There's a forest of giant plants. We will retreat into this shaman. And we'll pass. Alright, so it's going to come down to, do we have a DCE? We could promote the egg, but like I said, he could just pass, and we just lose, because we don't have any more DCEs left. And, yep, that's game. Yep, that's game. Alright, well, there's nothing we can do now. It goes down to one prize card, we'll send a Vileplume. And on our turn, let's see what happens. We get a Shebe. Alright. Let's see, what fun can we have this turn? Alright, so we're going to retreat into an egg. We'll end our turn. Alright, let's see, what does he do? Will he knock us out, or will he just pass? Let's see what he decides to do. Oh, he just venges. Alright, so he does 260 damage. There we go. Enrique takes the series 2-3. Man, that's just a hard matchup for us. Yeah, that was good. Just the 0-6 are messed up. Kind of messed us up. The not getting turn with Vileplume really messed us up. And then, like, that turn 1, like, we had, like, triple battle compressor, 2 DCs in our hand. It was just, like, a really, really bad start for us. And then, game number 2, I definitely messed up. I probably shouldn't have retreated that Mew early. I should have just attacked with it and just, like let it get knocked out. That probably would have been the best bet. But there we go. There is the Road to States. We did get 4th place overall. We're battling for 3rd and 4th place. So that's 4th place. And this will be the last time playing Vespiquen Vileplume for this series. Next Road to States is Standard, and it does involve breakpoints. So look out for that. And I'm trying to decide what deck I should play for. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to use yet. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty.